Morning routine is something that kind of gets thrown out around the trading community a lot. What do I think about having a morning routine for trading? I think that if you are starting the morning in creating a or trying to populate a morning routine, you are already dead in the water. A lot of your morning routine has to do with the research and the technical analysis that you did the night prior leading into the new open, right? So as you can see here, all of these supply and demand levels that are marked on my chart, they're already here. Today's Sunday, it's 10:30 in the morning. I'm doing nothing, okay? I'm doing nothing leading into the New York Open other than watching price and seeing how it reacts around the levels I have already done. If you are not taking an hour, if you are not taking 30 minutes, if you are not taking 2 hours to back test and to mark out specific key levels, to mark out specific supply and demand zones, to look at previous setups and check out what they did the days prior around those levels that you have, you are basically putting a blindfold on and hoping that you are going to flip a coin and it land on heads if you selected heads. That's all you're basically doing. The big thing to trading is allowing all of the homework and all of the research to be done prior. So that way, when the market is open, you are doing nothing but waiting for the levels that you've already set forth and waiting for the setups that you're already looking for to come to fruition. Okay, that is all you are doing. I've got some very key levels that I'm looking at here going into Monday's session. 19,414 is going to be my support. If we lose that, we back test that, we fail to get back above, put in a lower high, I will look to short this down to 19,000. Very, very simple. If we run into 19,700s, I will wait for a break and close over 700s before I look for any more long positions. I am not going to be trading long just because the market is moving higher off the open if we are 10, 15, 20 points away from hitting a weekly level of supply. Does that make sense? The same way I am not looking to take a short around 430, 440, 420, 19,000 is what I'm saying, if we are showing that we are holding support of 19,414. And the problem that a lot of traders have is that they are taking these morning routines too lightly. You are showing up to the market, you are looking at a couple of candlesticks from pre-market, and then the market is starting to turn green and you're getting FOMO, you're getting anxiety, you're seeing people on social media already posting gains, you're firing a trade long. Little do you know that you were firing a trade long right into a macro level of supply. The market pulls back 40 or 50 points, you blow your account, and then you're chasing and you're on emotional tilt. You're scrambling to buy a bunch of accounts through Apex, which right now are 80% off with the Anthony code. And again, you're constantly behind the 8 ball each and every single day. You've got to stop turning your wheels in the mud. You've got to start taking trading a little bit more serious than what you have. And I've talked to hundreds and hundreds of traders over the past 5 years that I've had Evolution Traders community. And a lot of times traders will feel like, well, I'm showing up to the markets every single day. I've learned this strategy, that strategy, this strategy, and I'm trying to take trades. I'm trying to practice good risk management, and the market is still failing me. Guys, you're going to always lose trades, okay? Regardless of strategy, regardless of how long you've been in the market. Nothing is ever going to take you away from losing trades. However, you're not spending enough quality chart time on the research and technical analysis prior to the market open. Like, how many of you guys are actually zooming out to a higher time frame, like let's say the 1 hour, and actually looking at what we did the previous 10 days? Like, are you looking at where we got rejected at? Okay, are you looking at where we found support? Are you looking at the area where we put in a lower high? Are you looking at the new low that was put in, right? Are you looking at how many days in a row we are consistently staircasing our way to heaven? Or are you just showing up to the market and saying, no, the market can't go up any higher. The market's in a bear market. We've got to go lower. And you're constantly looking for shorts when you should be looking to reclaim supply and push into next supply, right? If the market is clearly showing you that 1, 2, 3, 4 days we are putting in higher lows, okay, and we are nicely waving to the upside here, why would you try to short every move? Now, don't get me wrong, there was a couple of days ago here, back last Wednesday, I was looking for a short. I took a little bit of a paper cut loss here because I was just a tad early to this short, and I was expecting the market to kind of roll over. But once you kind of seen this double bottom, and once you've seen that the homework that you've done and the work that you've put into the charts of 18,600s has held multiple times here, and we're pushing to the upside with plenty of room to push back into 19,000, there comes a point in time where you have to go with the trend, and you have to just completely throw your personal bias away and respect the technical bias that you've already done for yourself. Again, able to recover a small paper cut loss the day prior and catch a big winner because you trust your technical analysis is key, right? And just because you're running into a level of supply, if the market is showing you that we're putting in these higher lows, you have to take these reclaims of supplies as continuation. So once you break through 19,076 and you can pull over the previous day high, you have to look to target that next supply zone. Until the market shows you that it's closed below a prior day's low, you have to trust that the market's going to continue in that favor. Again, the same way if you were looking to the downside, until the market is starting to prove to you that it is closing above prior day's highs and actually holding supply, is you have to continue to short the market, right? So in our particular case, if we look at Friday's lows, is sitting down here at 19,215 until we close below 215, and until we lose a level of 19,076, we've got to kind of roll with these punches. Instead of looking to short every move, maybe you're looking to let it pull back into support and take the stand at support to play it back up to the upside until we start to close below prior day's lows and until you start to lose key levels. If you guys are interested in learning how to read the charts a little bit better, you're actually looking to trade, live multiple times a week with myself as well as the community, Evolution Traders is less than $1 a day, guys. It's less than your average cup of Joe. That link is down in the description box below. If you're looking for Apex evaluations, right now we've got a beautiful 80% off sale. Go load up on those accounts so you can start working on some new strategies. You could start working on, growing your portfolio. 80% off with code DAnthony. Guys, I'm super close to 10,000 subscribers on this channel. I've been hard at work on this channel for the better half of 4.5 years. It would be my biggest thanks to you. My biggest, I would give you guys a lot of credit, okay, if you just did me a solid and hit that subscribe button, get me to 10,000 subscribers. I'll see all of you guys on the next video. Again, good luck this week. Let's make some cash. If you need the extra help, I'm always here. Ask those questions. I'll see all of you guys on the next one.